Hope you had a great weekend. Did you eat any fast food over the weekend? I know Mark did. He posted the most disgusting photo I've ever seen on social media of his taco pizza from Taco Bell.
Mexican pizza.
Mexican pizza from Taco
Number
Bell.
4, Pete.
All right. She's talking to a couple of experts in here. Oh, my goodness gracious. When I was at a Taco Bell guy, I was always with the cheesy gordita crunch. Do they still have that? Is that still a thing?
I believe so.
Okay.
I've had it. I don't know if it's on the menu, though.
Okay.
I'll have to look next time.
It's probably been 7 years. I think the last time I was at a Taco Bell was after my wife's, what would that have been? 10-year high school reunion, which probably was 8 years ago now, give or take. It was 1 a.m. after her high school reunion. That's the last time I was inside of a Taco Bell, which tells you all you need to know about Taco
Early
Bell.
hours of the day.
Yeah.
The best time to get Taco Bell.
Yeah, might be. Best or worst, depending how you look at it. So anyway, and if you haven't seen the photo of Mark's pizza, go check it out on his Twitter. It's gross.
As a connoisseur of the Mexican pizza, that is a tragedy. Yeah. I don't know that I would open it and trusted the contents.
Yeah.
It got smashed in. I don't know what else.
But Mark ate it, to his credit. So
With
Mark,
a fork and spoon.
Yeah. Did you eat it in Taco Bell or did you take it to go?
I took it to go.
All right. Well, I'm glad you answered that. Because that is happening across the country at fast food restaurants. The Wall Street Journal has this story. Fast food customers are giving up on dining in. Americans are eating their burgers, fries, and nuggets and Mexican pizzas. I added that part. At home, in their cars, at the office, increasingly anywhere but at the fast food restaurants themselves. At McDonald's and Burger King, booths are often empty. Customers pick up their orders and head out. People sitting at the table sometimes are workers on their breaks. Dine-in customers now represent less than 10% of visits in most U.S. McDonald's restaurants, compared with around a quarter of domestic sales before COVID-19. Across U.S. fast food chains, diners ate 14% of orders at a restaurant in the first 5 months of the year, less than 21% before the pandemic. Last data point here for you. In June, diners ate 14% of their fast food orders in the restaurant's dining room, compared with 22% back in 2015. I would say that John is the fast food connoisseur of the bunch. Is that a fair assessment of your skills there, John?
Connoisseur? Okay. Sure.
Okay.
I'm a sommelier, I think.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Didn't mean to insult you.
I make frequent trips there a couple times a week to different places throughout the city.
Do you eat in the location or do you take it home?
I would typically eat in the location if the doors were unlocked.
What are you saying?
I'm saying some of this sounds like self-inflicted crap to me.
As in they don't have enough workers.
Yeah, that's the first thing you do is you close the lobby if you can stay open. Some of the restaurants that are owned and operated just don't even get to open some days. It's crazy.
So you're saying they're doing drive-through only because they simply don't have the staffing to take care of the inside?
That would be my guess.
Yeah?
You know?
Now, I do remember that during COVID. Like, the only really fast food I don't know. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts is the most common fast food I'll do, which isn't really fast food, but my Dunkin' Donuts by me, you couldn't go into for, 6 to 12 months after COVID, not because of COVID, but because they didn't have the staffing. So they were drive-through only. They also went away from being 24 hours to being, closing at 11 p.m. or whatever they did. So that also went away. So I don't know how much this, like you say, John, is self-inflicted, where once people couldn't go into fast food restaurants, they were like, I don't mind taking this home. But I will tell you what, as someone who doesn't eat a lot of fast food, if I'm going to Brahms, if I get in a town that has a Brahms, and thankfully there's one coming to Lawrence here, I guess, in the next few months, I want to eat it there. And I say that because it's part, for me, someone who doesn't do a lot of fast food, the enjoyment of having the fries and the burger be fresh.
Bingo.
Is so important. If I'm going to have fast food, I want to have it in the location.
Right.
That's me.
So your Mexican pizza doesn't travel well, I can tell you, just so you know, in case you try that. You want to eat it there or pretty quickly thereafter.
You do.
No, that's your point. Like when I go around, sometimes I would go in if it were open. So you might as well just turn into drive-ins if you're just not going to staff the thing, right? And if this is a going rate, you might as well just be a drive-in.
Just be a drive. Yeah, that's fine. But here's the thing. McDonald's is trying to get its franchises to spruce up the insides a little bit. Yeah.
Grandview is a deterrent because you used to walk into an open lobby, see one side, clear across the other. Then they put some thing down the middle, and I guess one part of it you come in now to pick up your app order, right?
Yes.
And you can't. It just seems like they're very uninviting now at McDonald's. They've remodeled them in some cases to discourage.
Yes, they discourage it.
Yeah.
I could see that. Well, McDonald's is now pledging to spend billions of dollars to help U.S. franchisees pay for digital kiosks, modern furnishings, and other improvements that they started here in the last few years. The chain now expects U.S. owners to renovate dining rooms every 10 years. Franchisees say that they often pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to install new furniture and fixtures and discard the old ones. Dine-in orders at McDonald's are a significant part of its U.S. business, and consumers' perception of the brand have improved with the investment, the company said. Here's what I don't get. If I'm McDonald's, why do you care? Like, McDonald's is not like a place where, I'm here, I'm eating it here, I'm going to get another drink. I'm going to, one more beer for the boys, one more round. You get your order at McDonald's, you eat it, and you leave. Typically, you don't eat at a fast food restaurant and then go back for seconds. Like, you get your order, you might eat it there, you might not, and then you go on with your day. I don't know why McDonald's cares. If it's not impacting overall revenues, if the money is just shifting from being spent in the store to being spent in the drive-thru, what's the big deal? Unless it's this perception of we want to make a connection with people that goes beyond this hamburger, that goes beyond these chicken nuggets. We want them to have that experience in the restaurant. Maybe that's it. On the text line, 913-408-7710, Pete, I get it to go so I can sit in the car and listen to talk radio.
Such a nice man.
Now, that's my kind of fast food consumer there. That's what we're talking about. Let's go, baby. Woo! That's how it's done. Now, Mark, what about you? You and the girls like fast food, it seems like, once in a while.
Yeah, they like to go to McDonald's for the play area, so we go inside for that.
You still let them go in the play area?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In post-COVID?
Yeah, they've opened the play area.
Gosh, those things are so nasty. You're okay. Your kids don't come home sick as a dog with those play areas?
They're building up the immune system. They're
Yeah,
fine.
that'll be dirt.
Okay. I'd rather eat dirt than have them in the play areas, but that's just me.
But Chick-fil-A, the drive-thru is so long, I just take them into Chick-fil-A too.
I'm glad you brought up Chick-fil-A. That is the family fast food place we'll go to. And the Chick-fil-A, you know what? Maybe I'm answering my own question here. Chick-fil-A experience is so good inside the store, they almost want you to go in. They've got people cleaning off your table before you're even done with all your food. There's no other fast food joint in America that has that. So maybe McDonald's, Burger King, others are trying to latch on to that experience that you get in a Chick-fil-A that I don't believe, at least, I'm not a connoisseur or a sommelier like John, but that you don't get in these other places.
You do not, because someone might come around and say, hey, did you get enough sauce? You want any sauces? I'll go up there and get it, Chick-fil-A sauce or whatever.
Yes,
right?
they do that,
Somebody will service you. I will say that they are exceptional at the drive-thru because they have the mobile person who's way back down the line. By the time you roll to the window, your sandwich is coming out.
They got two of them usually. I mean, every Chick-fil-A I've been
dual
to.
lines, everything. Right.
They do dual lines, dual guys with the iPads, boom, boom, boom on the orders. And that's why Chick-fil-A is the number one fast food in America right now. And it's not even close. The experience combined with the food. I know they don't do burgers. I get it. If you're in the mood for a burger, you're not going to go to Chick-fil-A. You can't go to Chick-fil-A if that's what you're in the mood for. But there's a reason. And now I'm starting to think that maybe the Chick-fil-A model is rubbing off on McDonald's. And they're realizing that customer service and having that in-dining experience matters. And if they don't get it right, it's going to be game over. Not that McDonald's is going anywhere, but they're going to keep losing some market share potentially. Oh, gosh. Now we got everyone on the text line wants to talk about the play areas. I knew this was going to go down that rabbit hole. A lot of people on board saying they build the immunity. And listen, I'm all about building the kids' immunity. We do that all the time. But something about the play areas, I can't get over them. I can't get comfortable with the McDonald's play areas. Please try to convince me otherwise, but I just can't get comfortable with them.
They don't have the ball pit anymore, which was always the worst.
Oh, they got rid of the ball pits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's just kind of a climbing area.
Yeah, that's right. The ball pit. Yeah.
We've eliminated the Petri dish.
Yeah, well, the ball pit, Chloe would be sticking those in her mouth. She'd be like,
exactly. Yeah,
how many can I lick in the next minute before Dad notices? Oh, gosh. 913-408-7710. Chris DeGaulle takes over in 15 minutes. We've got time for you coming up on KCMO. Well, those of you who are asking to look at Mark's Mexican pizza, I just retweeted it from Mark's account at Pete Mundo on Twitter. Mark, can you share it on the KCMO Talk Radio page? I bet you that'll be our biggest post of the week on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
That's there's no doubt in my mind that will be, because, to take you behind the scenes here at Cumulus, every week I have to send in a report to corporate, and they ask for our top social media post. And they're going to love it this week. When I tell them that the top social media post for the entire radio station this week is going to be Mark's Mexican pizza from Taco Bell that looks like somebody put their foot on it before they gave it to him. They're going to be like, what do you guys do there at KCMO? Like, what do you guys talk about? Well, we talk about Mexican pizzas from Taco Bell, the important things in life, We give the people what they want. That's our goal here at KCMO, John, is it not?
That's right. Tirade Tuesday. We had hey, that's $2.19. Would you like to round it up to $3 for a donation? It's like, no.
No.
I'm here because it's $2.19.
That's right. On the text line, which is 913-408-7710. Pete, I was in McDonald's over the weekend. $9.87 for an Egg McMuffin, hash brown, and medium coffee.
Mm-hmm. That must be the good stuff.
That is out of control. I have noticed that as well. I mentioned my Dunkin' Donut runs that I make on Saturday mornings. I used to get get Kate and I an iced coffee or something, and then we get some munchkins for the kids, and maybe I get a thing of hash browns. And it was $12, $13 4 years ago. We moved to the house. Now it's like $17, $18. It's crazy. And I don't blame. These places have to make money. I get it. I understand the owners of these places have to make a buck. Their costs have gone up. Their labor costs have gone up. The cost of food has gone up. Their, electric bills, their heating costs have gone up over the last 3 years, courtesy of your federal government and inflation. That's what's happened with all of these places. And instead of saying, gosh, how do we solve this? You've got these goobers like the Bernie Bros. Fight for $15 an hour, $15 an hour. What happened last time I went to a McDonald's a few weeks ago? Pull up to the drive-thru, and the kiosk screen says, whenever you're ready, tell us your order. And I say, medium Diet Coke. And then a machine starts talking to me. I don't know if it was AI or what it was, but it was not a real human being. I know that much. They are getting rid of jobs. So the people who are like, I deserve $15 an hour to work at McDonald's. Well, you know what McDonald's will say to you in return? Great, that job won't exist. And now you've got no job because the real minimum wage is $0.
When you pull up to Grandview, you get a, would you like to order with your app today? It's through a recording.
Oh, really?
I say no. And somebody, hey, welcome to McDonald's. Can I help?
Oh, so if you don't do it through the app, you get a real person.
Oh, so Hardee's just closed in Graham. You've only been there about 3 years.
Oh, are you mourning today?
No, actually, no. I went through there a couple of times. They were slower than molasses in January, and they weren't busy. So it's like, what are you doing in there?
Yeah.
For the love of Pete.
Well, some are saying here, John, you got to get the app. You always get 20% off. So if you're a regular, it might be worth it to get the app. I'm not sure if your heart doctor would like it.
I don't really need to take advantage of stuff. I've about killed myself with the buy one, get one Big Mac or the sack tack thing. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was all last year.
We found a workaround. If you go inside a McDonald's and you have two apps, you can get double discounts.
Oh, my gosh. Look at you scamming the system. Oh, my goodness.
Got to afford it these days.
That's touche.
So I was at a Whataburger in Belton. As people kept showing their phone to the person, the clerk, and they're like trying to explain to them, you have to order through the app to get the burger. You don't just come in here and show me your phone. It's not a coupon. That eludes some people. And, of course, of the two cashiers, then that took. The rest of us are piling up deep, while these one people can't get it through their head.
Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable.
That's another reason inside's not open. It's like, geez, the people that come in here.
Yeah, well, it sounds like we need a 4-hour show one day on the trials and tribulations from fast food joints. That could be a full 4-hour program here on KCMO. All right, we'll wrap it up. We'll leave you with this. The Iowa State Fair that began over the weekend, obviously, with it being months before the Iowa caucuses, gets extra attention. And one individual who's getting more attention is Vivek Ramaswamy. He's a under 40 tech multimillionaire who has made quite a name for himself. He's not going to be the nominee, but he's an interesting guy. He's a good youthful voice for the GOP. Well, he took it to the next level. Over the weekend, Iowa State Fair, Vivek Ramaswamy rapping to Eminem's Lose Yourself. Take a listen.
Oh, wow, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking out. Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Plow. Snap back to reality. Up there goes gravity. Up there goes gravity. He's so mad, but he won't give up. He won't back to these notes. He's so mad.
All right, there's Vivek Ramaswamy throwing down a little Eminem at the Iowa State Fair. I saw a lot of DeSantis and Trump fans knocking him for it. Let the man live. Come on. A little fun, a little rapping from a GOP candidate, a little youthfulness is not the worst thing in the world. I don't mind it. Not that he's my guy, not that I'm going to vote for him, but there's a lot of people who are wound a little too tightly in Camp Trump and Camp DeSantis who are like, we're making a mockery of presidential politics. Trust me, the mockery in presidential politics, that ship has since sailed. That is long gone. You want to have that conversation? Let's, rewind the clock a little bit here. But no, that's just a guy having fun, being a little uncomfortable. There's nothing wrong with that and showing a different side of him. Jeez, get over yourself. Vivek Ramaswamy, I'm all on board with a little Eminem. I'm not sure if Chris DeGaulle is going to be rapping to Eminem for the next 2 hours. My hunch would be no. But either way, he's got a great 2 hours with you. He'll take you until noon. We're back tomorrow morning at 6. See you then.